Hello. Hi there. I'm teacher Oakley, and in this class, at this time here on Verbling, we're going to be looking at determiners, this, that, these, and those. First, I need to say that I did do this class only last week, except it was about 10 hours difference in time zone. So I had a request. If anybody happens to be attending this class for what appears to be the second time in about a week, it's because I had a request from a student to have this class at a different time. They would like to attend the class. So that's why if it seems like you've already seen this class because of your time zone, well, all right, couldn't help to review, I suppose. All right, now a word about determiners. Determiners, there are different types of determiners. There are articles, a, and the, which we use before a noun. Determiners are used before a noun to provide information about the noun. Determiners always go first when we use them with adjectives. So a, big black dog, for example. Determiners can be possessive pronouns. My big black dog, for example. His big black dog. These are possessive pronouns or determiners. Quantifier, some big black dogs. All right. Some, a few, many, much. Okay, these are also determiners. And today we're going to focus in on determiners this, that, these, and those. This big black dog, that big black dog, and how they function in English. So, before we get to the actual material, let me quickly say hi and do a kind of a mic check. Hello, Heidi. Again. Hello, hello.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. Jorge, hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine.
Okay.
Thank
Great.
you.
Nice to see you in class again. Hello, Max.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome back. Max, could I have some help?
May I help?
Please.
Victor.
Victor?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Max. Thank you very much. You knew I was going to ask you that. Hi, Victor. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry, I just can't read Cyrillic writing. I really should learn, I guess. I might as well. Hi, Victor. Welcome to the class. Nice to have you with us.
No,
Victor,
I understand Russian. I understand English a little, not very well. It's
okay. This is a pretty basic lesson, beginner, advanced beginner lesson. Although we may have some elements, well, we'll see what happens. But the basic lesson is quite simple, so it's okay. It's appropriate that you're here. Hello, Nada.
Hi.
Hi again. And also, I'd like to welcome Tatiana.
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
Hi,
How are
teacher.
you?
I'm here. Think fine, and you?
I'm fine. I think. Well, gas in my chest. I don't know. I have to take an antacid, but I'm okay. All right, let's take a look at this, that, these, and those. We're probably going to talk a little bit about there and here as well. Kind of goes together. So, all right, I'm going to do a screen share here and talk to you guys a little bit about basic use of these determiners. First of all, it's important to learn that this and these are for objects that are close at hand, nearby. Okay. This, of course, is used for singular objects, like this dog. If I had a dog basically sitting at my feet, right next to me. I could say this dog. This dog smells bad, for example. These is used for plural objects, again, which are close at hand. So if there were dogs right under my feet, I would say these dogs smell bad. These dogs with an S. Sometimes it's quite common and it's normal to use this and these in conjunction with here to sort of bolster the idea that the things are close at hand. The object is near. For example, this is my bag here. Okay, this is my bag here. All right, fine. These are my friends in this room. Okay, this is all right. So the person is qualifying that the things are nearby by using in this room. It's not necessary to do that. All right, it happens, but it's not entirely necessary. This is my bag is usually sufficient. These are my friends. I'd like you to meet my friends. These are my friends over here at this table. Okay. Fine. Very basic meanings, very physical, concrete meanings, close at hand, singular and plural. As opposed to that, which is used for singular object, and those is used for plural objects that are located away from the speaker. It is, as in all of the English language, choice of verb tense, choice of language, and in this case, choice of determiner is decided by the speaker. So ultimately, whether you use this or these, or that or those, and it's up to the speaker. What does the speaker consider to be near at hand as opposed to located away from the speaker? It's kind of up to you. Again, like earlier, we saw this and these can be used with here or with another phrase to show that the object is nearby. We can use there or another phrase to show that the object is far away. That is my car parked over there. This would be very common, actually. Sure. Okay, that is my car. There it is. All right, one, notice that. My car, singular, object. Those are my apple trees at the back of the garden. Notice the use of a prepositional phrase at the back of the garden to make it very clear that the subject noun is distant. All right. So, very, very, very simple here. Close or far? Close. As a singular, we use this. This is my car. Here in my driveway. All right. Or plural, these are my friends sitting at the table here. All right. Overdoing it with the prepositional phrases in here, but okay, well, it's pretty obvious. Far away, we use that. That is Tom's house over there. You often use that and those. You often actually physically use body language. You point. That would be very normal. It's another way to think about it. If you're trying to decide which determiner to use, if you feel the urge to point at it, probably you want to use that or those. Those are my classmates sitting over there, and you're pointing to them. See those guys? Those are my classmates. All right, that would be very normal. Let's talk about. Let's see if I can get you guys to do. Let's do some examples. All right, I'm going to have you guys forming some sentences now. See if you kind of get it. So I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to Give me a sentence using this, that, these, or those. All right, Heidi.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a tricky one. Okay. Your where are your earplugs?
My pants?
Your earplugs.
Oh.
Earplugs.
Oh. How can I? My earplugs is over there, but it's not good, right?
Okay.
My earplugs is on that table over there.
Okay. All right. My earplugs. This is tricky because earplugs.
Earplugs are. I'm sorry. My earplugs are on that table over there.
Okay. Very good. Over there. This is very common. Okay. That's good. My earplugs are on that table over there. It's interesting because we have to use are. My sunglasses, my pants, my earplugs, any of these nouns that end in S. Notice if I said my pencil is, I would have to use my pencil is on that table over there. That, okay, the demonstrative, these demonstratives are in front of the noun you're describing. So that table, okay, singular, far away. She even uses over there. Perfect. Okay, good job. Jorge. Jorge?
Yeah.
Where is? Tell me about. Do you have a car? Well, weird.
Sorry, I
noises.
can hear you.
Yeah, there was some strange sounds. Okay. Do you have a car?
No, I don't.
You do not. Okay, so give me a negative. Is that your car in the street? Outside your house? Is your car out on the street beside your house? Ooh, you're going to have to use a negative.
Okay, let me think.
Sure.
No. That car is not mine.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. That's really good. That car is not mine. I was thinking of it, that is not my car, but that is not my car. Fine, that car is not mine. There's different constructions possible. That car, this is perfectly normal. He can say over there, or there, just there would be grammatically correct, but this is really very normal. Because I have already referenced, I asked him, is that your car out in the street? So I gave it to him like as if it was a conversation, and he did not reply with a prepositional phrase or here or there or whatever. Actually, that's very normal, all right? Because it's already been stated, we don't tend to repeat things over and over and over. So, good answer. Max, I forget, tell me about your dogs. Do you have one dog or two dogs, and where are they?
Actually, I have two.
Okay.
And my dogs are what I have sitting.
I don't know.
My dogs are sitting around me, right there, right here.
Okay.
It's correct or not?
Okay, well, let's see. Okay, so you didn't use a demonstrative. Well, you did, but you used my instead of, okay. Let's say, no, there's nothing wrong with your sentence, okay? But instead of my,
Just this.
yeah, could you use another demonstrative?
THESE.
Yeah. Okay, So,
SE.
thank you. These dogs are sitting around me right here. Very good. These, plural. Here they are. They're very close. They're right around his feet. All right. That's the idea.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. Tatiana.
I'm here.
Okay. Okay, I want to introduce another idea. I'm going to try to trick you into it, if I can. Tatiana, well, do you remember your kindergarten teacher?
Yes, I remember.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I have no idea how old you are, but tell me about how long ago that was, using maybe. Can you talk to me about the time using a demonstrative? These, those, that.
That.
Hmm?
That.
Okay.
I think that.
Okay. Well, how could you make a sentence to talk about time? Being
About my teacher.
sure, or about anything.
That is she on the sky.
What? That is she on the sky?
Yes.
Ah, okay. This is a strange sentence. That is, first of all, I cannot. This is a object pronoun, so I would have to say her. That is her.
Her. Yes, her.
And she can't be sitting on top of the sky, so she is in the sky.
Okay.
Her in the sky. Okay, now, all right. That is her in the sky. Obviously, she's far away in singular. Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to lead you or cajole you into using. These are all perfectly good sentences. Talking about, thinking about place, near and far. Pretty simple general idea. When we're talking about, we also use these as demonstratives talking about time. Okay, for example, I was trying to talk to Tatiana about her kindergarten experience. Those days were a long time ago. It may be a very common phrase in English. Notice this. These days, I haven't been exercising. Notice the difference here. Those days, long time ago, long distance in time. These days, I haven't been exercising. I'm talking about basically now, the broader English now in this general time. Okay. So, it's very common to use this afternoon I will go to the dentist. All right, fine. Or talking about 2 weeks ago, oh, I remember, that was the afternoon that I went to the dentist. So, okay. Up to now, we were talking about location, place. Also, time. We use them pretty much, really the same way, close to now and far from now. We use these other constructions with that and those. Far from now. Okay? Any questions about that? Time use?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, I must have gotten
I
better
have
at
one.
explaining it. Okay, good. Yes. Yes.
I can difference, or I can't narrate the difference between mm, this and there's pronunciation. It is, I mean,
Ah,
the
yes.
the first proposition, the first
Yeah, yeah.
determines, and the second one.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah.
There is a
Okay.
secret for make a good pronunciation.
Yeah, maybe. Hang on. Let me reduce my screen share and try to share my ugly face with you so you can see what I'm doing with my mouth and lips. All right, it's worth taking a moment to do this. Short. This is a very common problem for many second language learners. The short I, I. Notice no movement. I don't need to move any part. There's no muscle stretching. It's a very short sound. It's short. It's not stretched. It's called a relaxed vowel sound. No muscle tension. No lips, no tongue, no muscle tension. As opposed to the long I sound, E. I got my wrinkles in my old face are all here. Muscles in my cheeks are pulling. I'm widening my mouth. I'm using my muscles to pull my mouth apart. And it's a much longer sound. Ship. Ship in the water. Sheep in the field. Sheep. It's stretched. The sound is stretched. It's a lot longer. And my mouth looks a lot different. So this, all right, TH, your tongue out. These people are crazy. This, quick, fast, relax. These. Smile when you say that, mister. Yeah, you have to. So much, they are a lot different. If you force yourself to and really super relax on the I sound, I understand that second language, some languages do not have a difference between these sounds, and it's hard for you to even hear. But when you're saying it, try to really concentrate on those differences. Short, long, and relaxed, tense. Okay? I hope that helped.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right. Let's. We're gonna read a conversation so we can see how this sounds in normal English, just two people talking, how they're used. Okay. Heidi. Well, you guys can do this amongst yourself. Heidi, can you be David?
Mm-hmm.
And or hey, can you be Frank?
Sure.
Sure. All right. You guys have a conversation. Well, listen.
Could you give me that book on the table over there?
Do you mean this book here?
Yeah, that book.
Here you are. Oh, could you give me those magazines on the table over there?
This? Sure. Here you are.
Okay. All right. You two very friendly. All right. Very simple. Okay. Obviously, we know from the conversation that David, or Heidi, is far away from the table. Well, and the book on the table. And Frank, do you mean this book here, is obviously standing right next to the table with the book on it. I can clearly picture this conversation very easily. I know where people are. I know where the book and table are in relation to them. Opposite for the table with the magazines. Obviously, David is close to the table with the magazines, and Frank is far away from it. Very obvious from their conversation. Okay. Let's take a look at one more. Max, this time you be David, and Tatiana, if you could be Frank.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
there an apple on the table over there?
Yes, there is. Has.
Great. Are there any oranges?
No, there aren't.
Oh, here they are, next to me on this table.
Okay, on this table, right next to him. Okay. All right, Tatiana, yes, there is. Here it is. Here it is.
Here it's.
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. It is. There you
Here
go.
it is.
All right. British pronunciation with the T. Here it is. And American, it sounds more like a D. Here it is. And it's fast, really fast. Here it is.
Here it's.
Yeah, that's good. But you got to have the D sound, not here is. There's got to be a here it is. Here it is. Okay. All right. Okay, looking at. All right. Again, running through it. Again, use here for something which is near to us. Here is the pencil in my hand. Silly. Something far, we use there. There is the pen next to the lamp. Use this for one object which is here. This is a book in my hand. Use that for one object which is there. That is his car over there. And then, of course, the plurals. These are my friends next to me, and those are his toys over there. We also, okay, we knew all that information. We also use there for one object, singular, which just simply exists, or to show it exists, or it is. Okay, and it doesn't even have to be near to us. All right, not even. There's not a cloud in the sky. Okay, the sky's obviously far away. I can't really touch the sky. I can't touch the clouds. There's not a cloud in the sky today. Very normal sentence. So not only do we use there to show place, okay, and distance, but it sometimes can show just the fact that something exists. Or it can be used to show both. There is, or commonly contracted. There, commonly contracted to there's, or there are. There's a table next to the window. All right, it's actually showing two things here. Showing place and the fact that it exists. Okay. So there is a table, one thing, and there are many of my friends. There are many, plural. There are many of my friends at the party tonight. Okay, let's see if we can, let's do an exercise here. Actually, before we, hang on, maybe before we do this one, we'll do an easier, oh, no. They're the same. Let's go ahead and try doing this exercise. See if we've learned this. All right. You're going to fill in the blanks with this, that, these, those, or possibly here or there. Okay. Let's start over again. Heidi, could you read the sentence, and then you can choose this, that, these, those, or possibly here or there. Go ahead.
Could you bring me that chair over there?
Mm-hmm.
Me that
Right.
chair over there. Okay.
That chair over there. How about if I change this? Could you bring me that chair? Could you bring... This is kind of weird. If I get rid of... Heidi's perfectly correct. Could you bring me that chair over there? So she's asking about a chair far away. You may, however, see this. Could you bring that chair over? Ah,
Here?
yeah, absolutely. Could you bring that chair over here? Okay, bring it closer to me. Absolutely. Notice the difference. It's a little strange, right? Could you bring me that chair? We totally changed the construction when we use the me. Bring me that chair.
Mm.
It's interesting. Okay, let me quickly welcome Hannah. Hello, Hannah. Welcome to the class.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, or Jorge. Here's a very normal sentence. Oh, what are you going to do with this?
I don't know.
Yeah, this one's tricky.
Here are my pictures, but my is not an
Nice.
option.
Yeah, okay, very good. And you're very correct. It would be very normal to use possessive pronoun or even an article. Here are the pictures, for example. You're right. Here are here pictures. Here are their pictures. Not even possible. Which answer, this, that, these, or those, is possible? Or hey, what do you think? Well,
Those.
it can't be singular. That's
no.
for sure, because we have are. Yeah. No, you're correct. It couldn't possibly be singular because we have are. So that leaves these or those. Here are these pictures. Seems weird. It actually makes sense to me to see here are those pictures. It's weird because we don't have any reference. This could be in reference to pictures that were far away. Or here are those pictures you asked me about yesterday, for example. Here are those pictures you wanted. That would be very... It's unclear, but for example, to make it clearer, here are those pictures you wanted. This is very common construction right here. Okay, here are those documents you asked me for. Very common. Everyday, workaday life. Okay, those, because we're referring to them as something that was far away. And now they're here. So here they are. Okay, this is very common construction. It's a little odd, but hopefully you can understand it. You're saying that here are the pictures that were somewhere far away. You wanted, see, in past tense. So they were far away. This makes more sense with this addition. Okay, Max, can you try number 3?
Can you see? I think this building next to the bank.
Well,
That building.
yeah, if you said this, you're
It's
kind
like-
of
I stay right there.
you're standing right there. You're pointing. You're touching it. Can you
Yeah.
see this building next to the bank? Sometimes we use these demonstratives, frankly, to be kind of condescending. Can you see this right here in front of you? You idiot! Hello? Do you see this? Do you see this? It'd be very normal to point to writing. Do you see this? Point to a newspaper article. Do you see this? Can you see this here? You realize that what you're saying makes no sense compared to what's in my hand. So it's possible if you're being very sarcastic, but very normal speaking, can you see that building next to the bank? It's most likely far away. Most likely you might be pointing at it, for example.
Number 4. Is that piece of pie over there for me?
Yeah, that works.
Because piece singular.
Mm-hmm. That's right. You're
And
right.
for there is far.
Yeah, over there.
And is that piece of pie over there for me? I think so.
I think so too. I think that's perfect. I also think I'm hungry. Piece of pie sounds great. Do you like pie, Tatiana?
I like all.
Yeah.
And pie too.
Yeah. Yeah, I like pie. Oh boy. I don't know if I can make it in the last 20 minutes here. Hannah. Hello, Hannah. Hi, can you try number 5,
Hi.
please?
Okay. Those are 3 boys sitting on the bench.
No, wait a minute. On the bench. Wait.
Bench.
Now, okay, I'm not going to tell Hannah she's wrong.
This. Okay.
It definitely has to be plural. Okay. It definitely, most certainly has to be plural. But why would you say this? Those are 3 boys sitting on the bench. You would only say this if the person you're speaking to wasn't sure what they were. If they were boys or girls or old men or
3.
they're cats. Right? Those are 3 boys sitting on the bench. You might also use another. Huh? Sorry?
This?
You could use these. All right. These are 3 boys sitting on the bench if they happen to be right next to you. That's true. But the only reason you would say this is because the person you're speaking to doesn't understand that these are boys. That's the only reason you would say that. It's possible, and it's grammatically possible, but it's a little odd because most people would be able to identify boys.
There?
Yeah, there we go. More likely. There are 3 boys sitting on the bench. Okay, yes. Simply to explain that they exist. Again, it's possible if you were in certain circumstances to use here. Here are 3 boys sitting on the bench. Obviously, if you have to be right next to them. The most likely answer would be there. There are 3 boys sitting on the bench. Okay, they exist. By the way, this would be very normal for talking about a picture. If we're describing a picture, we speak in present continuous tense, and we talk about what exists in the picture, what is existing. So very common structure for describing a picture. There are 2 old men feeding pigeons in the park. There are many clouds in the sky. There is a river running through the park. Very common structure for this type of description. Heidi, back to you, number 6. More food.
I like some of those cookies on that shelf.
So would I. Yeah, some of those cookies. All right, notice that we have this is something we haven't seen, a quantifier. Some, all, many, a few. And then of those. Of those cookies. This is another structure which is very common, perfectly grammatically correct. Yeah, they're obviously far away on a shelf. So those is correct. But this is a normal structure as well. A lot of those people don't know how to read. Many of these pages don't have page numbers. Okay, pages in a book, many of these, obviously a book I'm looking at. So these are common structures. All right, moving on. Jorge.
Yeah, I think that is those bicycles over there are expensive.
Must be. It's plural. They're clearly far away. When we have over there, it's can't be anything but far away. Yeah, that one's very obvious. That has to be the answer. You're correct. Tatiana, last one here, number 8.
These dolls on the table. Hmm.
Is that these, those, here, or there?
Here are way old.
That's it.
No?
Yes, it must be. It
Yes.
has to be. These dolls, because we use these, plural, for
Yes.
and close. Plural and close, because we're using these, it must be here. It has to be.
Yes. Yes.
All right, we're confirming it. Okay. All right, I want to do something else before I let you guys go and before I go eat my lunch. We started looking at there. Here. Now, a common problem for native speakers, frankly, this happens all the time. There is and there are. This is very, very common to make mistakes. Even native speakers. Often we'll say there is people in here already. It should be, of course, there are people in here already. Usually this mistake is made because native speakers don't use full form. They never say there is or there are. They say there's or there're. So it's a lot easier to say there's than there are. There's people in here already. It's extremely common as a mistake. There's a lot of birds in here. Okay, no, there are a lot of birds in here. This is a very common mistake, not only for language learners, but for native speakers. I want to do a little exercise with you guys. I'm going to pull up now, in which we have different options of how we're going to use there. Hold on, here we go. Okay, hopefully you can see this okay. Our options are there is a, or there is an. You may have to consider your article use. There are some. All right, again, we're going to throw in another kind of determiner. There are some, there aren't any, or there isn't any, or possibly for questions, is there any, or are there any? So you have a lot of options here with there. Let's give this a shot and see how this works. Okay, I think I'm over at Hannah. Hannah?
Okay. There are some restaurants near here, maybe.
As a question, no.
Yeah. Are there any restaurants near here?
Yeah, it has to be, are there any? Definitely. Okay, in a question form, using there, just like in all other question forms, we're going to reverse, well, instead of in a normal question, we reverse the subject and the noun. The man is coming. Is the man coming? All right. We reverse the subject noun and yeah, and the verb to be. With there, we put the verb to be first and then there. There precedes the subject noun. So here it is. Are there any restaurants near here? Is correct. Has to be are, plural. Okay. All right. That's it. All right. Very good. Heidi, number 2.
There aren't any banks in this village, so you can go to the city to find one.
Okay. There aren't any. Very good. Any is used with negatives or in questions. I can't really say I have any money. That makes no sense. I don't have any money with a negative. Do you have any money? Okay, in a question, that makes sense. Yes, I have any money. We can't use it. So a quick note there. Any really has to be used with negative or questions. Heidi's perfectly correct. There aren't any banks. Right. That's it. Okay. Jorge, number 3.
Yeah. There's an information about Clark, so it's really difficult to find him.
Okay. Slow that down a little bit. I couldn't quite. Which one were you saying? One more time.
There's an information about Clark, so it's really difficult to find him.
So there is an information.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't really. Okay, that doesn't really make sense. Well, I'm glad you chose is, and I'm glad you chose an, because you're correct. The article an before a noun that starts with a vowel sound. That's correct. And information, in fact, is uncountable in English, which means we have to use a singular verb. So you're correct about that, but in context, when we see the next sentence, it's really difficult to find him. If there was plenty of information, if your sentence was correct, there is information about Clark. Actually, we can't use an. It's impossible with information. We can not use a or an with uncountable nouns because we can't count them. I can't say there's 3 informations. So I simply cannot use a or an in front of information as a determiner. Secondly, the way you said it seems like there is information about Clark, but then that would contradict. It's really hard to find him. The idea being there's no information, so that's why we can't find him. You want to try again, Jorge?
Okay. Well, it's not a question. Maybe it's, there isn't information about Clark.
Yeah, okay.
Or there isn't any information about Clark.
There it is. There isn't. That's it. Exactly. There isn't any information. Again, we use any with negative. Isn't not any means none. Okay, that's it. That's got to be it. All right, very good. Tatiana, how about number 4?
I think so. There is an air conditioner in my classroom, so it's really cool all the time.
Okay, there is, which, again, what did you say?
There is an air
good.
conditioner.
That's it. All right, because the air conditioner starts with a vowel, there is an air conditioner. Very good. All right, pretty basic. Okay, Hannah, number 5, please.
Is there any air condition in your classroom?
Yes. Okay, again, reversing there and is there an air conditioner? Yeah, that's it. Is there an air conditioner? It's a little weird. The options here I don't really like. Is there any air conditioner? That's weird. Usually air conditioners, we know there's only going to be one in a classroom. Most likely, it would be unusual to have many. So actually, I believe when Hannah said it, she said, is there an air conditioner in your classroom? One. Air conditioners are countable. Her answer actually makes more sense than any of the options. So good job. I think there's a little trick there. Heidi, number 6.
Are there any traffic accidents today? Are there any traffic accidents?
Yes.
Today?
Also weird.
Mhm.
Also, this doesn't really fit because it's not very logical. Traffic accidents, of course, happen. Wham, bing, bam, kaboom, and they're over. So they wouldn't be ongoing. They wouldn't continue into the now. They would have happened and ended already. So you picked the correct one, but it's actually wrong. This is not a good answer. It should be were.
Mhm.
Were there any traffic accidents today? Because they would all be finished. They wouldn't continue to be. No traffic accident lasts all afternoon, obviously. So it would be over. We would use past tense. So I understand why you seemed hesitant, rightly so. Jorge, number 7.
Okay. Milk. Milk is not countable, I think.
I think you're right.
Maybe it's maybe are there some milk in our refrigerator?
We can't use plural with uncountable.
Mhm.
No plural. It has.
Okay. Okay. Is there any
Yeah.
milk in our refrigerator?
That's right. Is there any milk in our refrigerator? Very good. Uncountable, so we need singular.
I have to use the singular for when the object is not countable.
That's correct. There is information about Clark. There is milk in a refrigerator. There is too much sugar in my tea. All right, sugar, milk, information. There is money in my bank account. Not there are money in my bank account. Yes, definitely. Okay. Tatiana.
I'm
Great.
here.
Yeah.
There isn't any milk in your refrigerator. You should buy it today after work.
You should buy it today after work. Okay, you're perfectly correct. There isn't any. Again, with is and milk. That's right. Refrigerator. Refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
That's it. Second syllable stress. All right. Good job. You got it. Hannah, number 9.
Okay. There are
Okay. Terrific.
there are some problems in my family. Low financial poor relationship and unnice behavior.
Okay, there are some problems. Yeah, there are some problems. So would have to be
So,
there.
again.
Yeah. You said it correctly. There are some problems in my family. Low finance, weird problems, unnice behavior. Don't use that. That's such a weak weak vocabulary word. Okay, unnice. He's unnice. The word nice is very, very weak. Adding un to it is even kind of weaker. Anyway, Heidi, number 10.
There are some keepsakes from my friend. I never forgot him.
Okay. And keepsakes, of course, are like a keepsake is like you buy a souvenir when you go on a trip, so you remember a place, maybe a time. A keepsake is so you can remember a person. Yeah, like that. And okay, Jorge, last one.
Hmm. Is there any money in your pocket? I am broke now.
Very good. All right, you got it. Money, uncountable with is. You got it that time. Jorge,
Yeah.
good, excellent.
You forget
Yeah.
mark a question.
Sorry, Anna?
Maybe you forget mark a question.
I don't. Sorry, I don't know. Is there any money in your pocket? I'm broke now. Meaning I don't have any money left. If you're broke, you have no money.
Yeah,
Not
yeah, I
sure.
know. Okay.
Okay. I didn't mark the question. Yeah, I should have been putting the answers into the chat box, but I'm sorry. I wish you'd have reminded me before we had 10 seconds left. Sorry. I can't write on the PDF. So, oops. And I definitely have to go. So, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
Goodbye.